Hey guys, how we doing? Are we good? How are we all? Good to see you all. Lovely to see your faces. Thanks for having your cameras on. So really excited to all be here together this evening. I know there's going to be some people watching this back on replay as well. So thank you all for coming on. I hope you've all had an amazing week. I've been crazy busy all over the place, hotel hopping, seeing family, but managing to squeeze my business into the nooks and crannies of my day, which has been absolutely amazing. And that's what we love so much about this business. So would love to know in the comments what has been your win for the last week since you jumped on the call with Amy last Sunday, which just super grateful for her running. So thanks so much, Amy. That's amazing. What has been your win for the week this week? So pop it in the comments, pop it in the chats, and let's see what your win has been. Amy, do you want to just jump on and say hey to everyone?
Hey everybody, happy Sunday. How is everyone? So good to see you all. I hope you've all had a lovely weekend. And yeah, we're going to be talking about just going to give you like a few little steps on getting customers this evening, because we've got the incentive obviously going this month for the 3 to 5 new customers and to get those bonuses. So how amazing is that? How lucky is that from the company that are giving us extra bonuses for getting 3 customers, 5 customers, which is amazing. So we're obviously halfway through the month now. So are you on track for where you want to be for the end of this month? And this is a chance to, I think, what was it, 2 weeks left of the month? So 2 weeks and a day left of the month. We've got 31 days in the month of October. So it's a little bit of a longer month for us all. So are you on track for getting your goals for this month? How many new team did you want this month? At the start of this month, what goals did you set yourself? What did you claim at the start of this month? How many new team? How many new customers did you decide you wanted? Are you going for your PB? What are your goals? So are you going for your PB this month? POB? What ways are you wanting to grow your business this month? Grow yourself, grow your confidence. I can see that in the chat. The amazing Christine has said that she's been sticking to her 90-day game plan, which is amazing. So it's really important that over the weekend you do stay consistent with your 90-day game plan, because it's about, doing those daily non-negotiables, like your bare minimum. When we started this 90-day game plan last week, what was your daily non-negotiables? So how many messages are you sending a day? How many ads are you adding? How many new people are you adding? How many posts are you doing a day? How many stories are you doing out there per day? So what did you commit to as your minimum, your non-negotiable that you're going to do every single day, no matter what, on those bad days, those busy days? So it's really important that you stick to that, because that's the whole point of the 90-day game plan, is to be consistent day in, day out. You don't have to do anything crazy. You don't need to be messaging 100 people a day necessarily. It's about those little numbers that add up each and every single day. So ticking off that grid. So that's amazing, Christine, that you're sticking to your 90-day game plan. And I think it's like anything, like even if you're on like a health journey or a weight loss journey, the weekends are the hardest time for anything. The weekends you can get distracted with coming off planned meals, or there's more social events. You're not maybe in your normal routine that maybe you're in during the week. And it's the same for the business as well. So it's really important to remain consistent with that. So that's amazing. So well done, Christine. I want to give a massive shout out to Mum, because she stepped outside of her comfort zone today. So those of you that didn't see, me and Mum did like a tack shop kind of car boot sale. And we had a Juice Plus stand, and it was amazing. And we were talking to lots of people, but I'll get Mum on, I think, to talk a bit about that. But she went over and spoke to these cyclists, and then they came over, and we had lots of people like trying the products and giving out samples, and children trying chewables. And it was actually so refreshing actually to hear and speak to people of what they struggle with, varying from different things. And so I find this really refreshing because it reminds me of what things that I can post about and what I can talk about. Some ladies were talking about the struggles to get their protein in each day, enough protein. Some was like a little boy, and the mum and dad were saying that he don't eat any fruit and veg. One of them had a daughter, and she was like, I want my daughter to have better sleep. A lot of them were like menopausal ladies, like older ladies that were like wanting for like more hormones and more menopausal benefits. And so obviously they were really, really relating to mum. And we were just talking to people, really, like telling people what, about the products and giving samples and just educating people. Added loads of people on, I know that mum added loads on Facebook. I added a few girls on Instagram and just networking. So that was really, really amazing. But I think I'll get mum on to maybe talk a bit more about that if she wants to. And then we had Louise. So Louise says new orders, working on her game plan. That's amazing. Camilla sticking to 90-day game plan as well. So yeah, absolutely everything I said, that's amazing. Christine, she's booked. Yes. So I love this. So John has announced the On Fire events. John has announced the tickets for the On Fire event in January. So anyone who is like new to the team, so every single January, John Holowati, who's our upline, he does a massive kickoff event. Sorry, I'm a bit tired today because I've been at a car boot. And we just got back in time from the families to be here. So so he does an event every January at the start of every year, an On Fire event to kick off the start of the year so you can have an amazing year. And these are always really like a massive part. I would say that this is well worth getting to, because people that get to this event, like it's a fundamental way to start your year, really. So literally On Fire, that's what the event is called. It's an On Fire event. So I'm really, really proud that Christine has booked that for January, and she's booked her flight, she's booked her accommodation. So if the link should be in the team group, you should be able to go and get your ticket. And then you can, like, if you want to stay over, you can book yourself like a little hotel the night of the event. So yeah, we'll all be going, so it's going to be amazing. We can all meet up as a team and all be there together and just get that buzz, get that fire, and set us up for an amazing year. So that will be amazing. So absolutely incredible, because I had a few catch-ups with some of the team last week, and I know that's what one of the things I said to Christine was, I think you need an event, and if you've not been to an event like since lockdown, then you need an event, because the events are really where you get that passion, that energy, that motivation from. And I think it also kind of gives you like a suit of armor to go out there, to kind of like that confidence to go out there and do what we need to do, because I do believe you need to have a thick skin to do this business, and this kind of gives you that coat of armor. So events, definitely get yourself to some events, get yourself to whatever you can. Obviously, we've got the Birmingham convention next month, which is going to be incredible, with a 90s party. So if you can get a ticket for that, I know that the tickets did sell out really, really quickly, but there will be some little tickets flying around. Maybe people are selling them. I know Camilla's nodding, because I know that she's trying to get some for her team and things like that. So that would be amazing. So yeah, these events are amazing, guys. Like, we need it more than ever right now to get out of our comfort zones, get out of our cozy, warm homes, and get out into the big wide world and go to these events and speak to people. Today, like what me and mum did was like outside of our comfort zone. Did we really want to go and do it? No. But once we got there, I'll be honest with you, no, we didn't. Like, Camilla's laughing, but like once we got there and we got set up and we got going with it, like we both loved it, and we were both buzzing at the end of it, and we were like, yeah, we want to do more of these. So yeah, you don't always feel like doing it. Yes, it might feel uncomfortable or a bit awkward, or you've obviously got to make an effort to do these things, but that's making those effort that really, really goes a long way. So I hope that kind of helps, gives any of you guys some inspiration. So Liz was poorly yesterday. and you still got on the coffee success morning. Well done, Liz. That's awesome. Those coffee mornings are so good. So they're always usually at the start of every single month. The first Saturday of the month is a coffee success morning, so you can start to block that into your diaries, usually 10 a.m. till 12 p.m. At the start of every month, at the first Saturday of the month, and they're always amazing. They're also always recorded as well, so if for whatever reason you can't get on, you can watch the recording back. They're on YouTube. But I always try and, you know, as much as I can, I'll always get on with, like, even if I can just get my headphones on and I listen in whilst I'm doing things. So you can't physically just like sit and watch the Zoom, don't worry. Try and listen into it, even if it's just for part of it. You know, you'll get so much from that. And, you know, do that as much as you can with all of the Zoom calls, guys, because it's so important to stay close to the fire. Shafina, yes, on fire. Yes. Best way to start the year. Hell yeah, it's amazing. So yeah, absolutely amazing, guys. If you've just jumped on, feel free to like share your wins of the week in the chat below. We are halfway through the month, and are you on track for where you want to be this month? Obviously, just giving you a reminder, we've got the 3 to 5 new order incentive bonuses this month. We're halfway through the month. We've got 2 weeks left of the month. Are you on track for where you want to be? How many new customers? How many new team do you want? Are you going for a promotion, your first promotion or a promotion? Are you going for your PB? So this is kind of like your mid-month reminder to kind of have a little, you know, look back on what have you done for the first 2 weeks of October. Is there any areas that you want to improve on, that you want to work on? What areas have you that you're really proud of? What have you really done that you feel that the first 2 weeks of October, what have you done really well? What are you really proud of that you can keep building upon and remain consistent on? And then what areas do you want to improve on or work on over the next 2 weeks, sorry. So yeah, Susie says, is it a recording? Yeah, so the coffee morning yesterday was recorded. So yeah, they're usually on YouTube. We can send you the link, Susie. I can send you the link if you message me. And then what you'll then find is once you go onto that YouTube channel, all of the previous ones are on there as well. So they're all on that same channel. So yeah, we'll absolutely send that over. So yeah, guys. So Millie, I'll hand back to you. I know we're going to talk about getting some customers. Just give you some top tips this evening, just to kind of give you some little pointers on so that we can help you all get your bonuses this month. So yeah, it's a really, really exciting time.
Yeah, love that, Ames. Thanks. Some like golden nuggets there. And I can't wait to hear Jeanette, actually. I think we should bring your mum on now. I'm really excited to hear this. You've obviously had a really good day at the boot sale. I've seen your photos. So yeah, Jeanette, why don't you come on and just share what's been working for you?
Yeah, it was absolutely brilliant, girls. I mean, obviously you appreciate that when I started this business, I did everything on offline. I didn't do it online at all. And it was a good year before I started doing it online. Now, I love doing it online. And yes, you can speak to lots more people in a day online than you can people face to face. But the emotion between you and people that you meet, and when you have build up a conversation and you know, just is so much better, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, we could have found 100 reasons why we couldn't go. We weren't even sorting stuff out until the night before, and this morning I was putting the Juice Plus stuff in the bag, and I got the old banners out that we had, I got the old leaflets out, the old questionnaires out, and I think, oh my God, why am I so unorganised? Oh, Amy, I kept thinking, let's not go. But anyway, we did, and we got there. The funny thing was, we did a car boot last week, and I took the Juice Plus stuff and I didn't even get out of the car. Now, this week I said, I've got to get it. I said, Amy, I'm having a table for the Juice Plus stuff. Anyway, we got it all out, and it was quite a quiet car boot sale, to be honest. I like it just for horsey people, so that's why we particularly wanted to make the effort to go. It was right near Newmarket. It was about 3/4 of an hour's drive for us, but it was right near Newmarket. And the lady that was running it was a nutritionalist for horses. So I'd messaged her and said, do you mind me bringing my stuff, my stand? I said, because you're doing it about horses, and I could do a talk about people, you know, nutrition for people, particularly for the riders. So she said, yes, that'd be great. So she parked us next to her. which was great because everyone that did come spoke to her because they knew her, and then they sort of then had the confidence to speak to us. So that was a great help. It was also on a cycle route, and right at the beginning, the first 2 people to arrive there was 2 guys, at least in their 60s, and with all their cycling stuff on, and they went to the cafe and got a cup of coffee and then sat in the sun. And I thought, do you know what? I'm going to have to brave it and go over and see them. And so I didn't say nothing to Amy. So I just went over and I just was going to say to them, I've got this questionnaire. Could I run through this questionnaire with them? Or I was going to say to them that, you know, could I practice on you? I need to practice on you. But as it happens, I didn't need to say all of that. And I just asked them about how long they've been doing the cycling, and what had they done, and what do they eat, and all of that all great conversation. Cut a long story short, they were really interested, intrigued about what I had to say. It gave me great confidence to learn how to speak, and I can tell you why I've got the confidence to speak now, because I've been listening to the calls day in, day, or week in, week out, and the way Millie speaks about the products has really helped me, and I've picked up some great tips. And one of the things I said to the guys which really resonated with them is that, you know, we eat lots of fruits and vegetables, so why have we got underlying issues? And the other thing that I said is, you know, you try to eat well, but you feed the bin, and that you buy products that say ripen at home, and the food industry is producing food for profit, not for health. And that really hit a real, that really resonated with them. So I just said, could I have your email? I'll send you some information. Yes, of course. They gave me their emails. They weren't on social media, so they gave them their emails, my emails, and I went over to the table and I said, and by the way, if you're like, you're welcome to come over and have a chat and see what it's all about. And they did come over and have a chat, and they wanted to know all about it, and they wanted to know about the omegas. I had the picture up with all the fruits and vegetables in it, and I said, you know, you might eat lots of fruits and vegetables, but you don't eat artichoke and bilberries and blueberry elderberries every day, and it was just great. It was really great, and it just gave me so much excitement and belief again, I suppose. You know, it's easy to get behind the computer, behind the laptop, and lose a bit of belief. You know, so have a lot of no's, and we got a couple of no's there today. There was one girl that said, I'm going off to have burgers while you're talking to them about Juice Plus. Which I just thought was funny. And the 2 girls that stayed, the 3 of them were together, the 2 girls that stayed, they came and chatted, and they've added me, and they've already messaged me on Facebook tonight since I've been home. So yeah, and you know, and I just added people on Facebook and said, can I send you some information? So definitely step out your comfort zone. But the best thing about it for me was that we got some connections to go and have a talk, and we've been recommended to go and have a talk with the British Racing School, which is phenomenal. And I want to speak to you about that at some stage, Millie, because I want you to get involved with that too. And in the we've been given a lead for the jockey, not benevolent fund, the jockey industry, the jockey injury, whatever, some other charity or something. She said they'd be really interested to hear from what you have to say. So yeah, it was really exciting. She's going to message me in a couple of days' time. She'll give me a couple of days. She said, I'll make sure I get the leads, the connections for you, because I said we've always wanted to get into new markets. So it's really exciting. But from a day that you thought you wouldn't go, there was only 6 car booters there. There was only 20, 30 people that came, but boy, did we have some quality conversations, and it really set Amy and I on fire, really. So we're going to go out and do that more, and do it to go to horse shows and go and find where your tribe hangs out. We do that online. Why on earth don't we do it face to face as well? Just go and find online where your tribe hangs out. So yeah, loved it.
God, I absolutely love that. Like, do you know, like, it's so nice to hear you speak so confidently, Jeanette, about where you've kind of like found your people. And I think what's really good to know is that taking it offline, and, you know, we've said this all along, haven't we? Taking it offline is so powerful. I think sometimes like we can sit behind the keyboard and, you know, type away and send messages and messages, and people don't take it like realistically, whereas when you're face to face, you get that real connection. And you've obviously had that today, so that's absolutely amazing. So really well done. And I just think it's really important for everybody here to, like Jeanette said at the end there, think about where your people hang out, and then just go and meet them, go and speak to them, and then you can offer and you can tell them what you're up to. So yeah, absolutely love that, Jeanette. Thank you so much. And yeah, just really inspired. Like, boot sales are great places to find people, because people are coming to your store, you can start up conversations, and people are trying to save money and people are trying to make money. So it's a really great place to, you know, meet the people who are in that niche. They're looking for cheap things to buy because they're saving, but also people are there to make the money. So why not offer it to the people that are at the boot sale as well? So yeah, absolutely love that, Jeanette. So thank you. You must have had such a great day. I know how tiring it is doing boot sales as well. So really well done, ladies, for doing something a little bit outside of the box, not just an event, not just, you know, setting up a stall at a fair or whatever. It's actually doing something a bit different. So really, really well done. That's really, really great, you girls. So what we're going to do then, because we're not going to keep you for too long this evening, me and Ames are going to give you some top tips about, you know, really making sure that you girls and, well, the guys, that if you listen to this back, that you nail this 3 to 5. So we know that if you get 3 orders this month, that are over 150 points, that you can pick up £45 bonus. And if you get 5 orders that are over 150 points each, then you can pick up £95 in, is it 90 pounds, sorry, 90, and that's for the next 3 months in a row. Okay, so you can do it in October, November and December, which is absolutely amazing, isn't it? So anybody that's new, you can obviously get Partner Plus and you can get this bonus as well. So it's just an absolute win. Okay, so I've got some tips. I actually wrote down more than 4 just in case me and Amy crossed over with any of our tips. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you your first one, my first one, and then hand over to Ames. Okay, so there's 2 that I think are most important, so I'm going to do one and then the other if Ames doesn't do the same one second. But it's so important to know your why, because people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. Okay, and then what you simply do afterwards then proves what you believe about what you're doing. So it's not always about actually you just showing up, it's about why you're doing it. What is the mission behind what you're doing? What is the difference that you're trying to make to your tribe of people? Are you a mama that's super tired and you want to help other mummies have better energy for their kids? Are you a jockey that, you know, wants to lose a bit of weight but feel full of energy still? We've got the products for that, we've got the answers. Are you somebody that's trying to save for a Christmas holiday in the family? Again, we've got that solution. So depending on which way, you know, that you're tackling this business and the product, like you can come from the lifestyle side or you can lead with the product, whichever that you're most confident and comfortable with. You know, you can really run this independently yourself, but having a why is going to help you show up after you've had a bad week or a bad day, you know, because you've got that bigger picture for yourself. Your vision is so important. When you sometimes have a small down, because you're so focused on that result that's further down the line, and it won't be final, because, you know, this is never a destination, it's always a journey. But you know that you're going to be motivated to keep going if you have that why and you're connected to it really deeply. So we all know that there's bonuses in this business and all of us can have them at any time, but why is it that you want them? So really think about, if you were living like whatever position that you want to be, so let's say it's NMD, what would your life look like at that position? You've got the £7,200 bonus, you picked up your commission. So essentially you could be getting anything between 12, you know, maybe a little bit more £1,000 in commission that month. You know, what would that do for you? How would you feel? What would be different? And why would that life be better for you than it is now, having that extra money? Okay, so do you really know your why now, and are you connected to it? Is it to inspire people? It could be to help others to work towards their dreams, be passionate about what they do and have fun every day, you know, to start a sideline business against what you're doing. But that's quite surface. What I'm going to challenge you to do is have the time for yourself over the next week, is to really, really get deep on your why and really ask yourself what it is that you're doing. And you can start off by literally saying, yeah, well, you know, I would like to go on more holidays and I would like to have more money and I do want to inspire people. And then what I want you to do is I want you to ask yourself, but why? 7 times. So not just surface level, ask yourself why 7 times. You know, you can really get super deep on this. And what you can do, actually, you can connect with someone in the team and you can do this like on a call together. You can jump on Zoom and you can ask each other, so, you know, why are you doing this business? Why did you get started? And actually help each other and get really deep. And, you know, when you finish speaking, say, okay, but why do you want those things? What difference is that going to make to your life, but why? And do it 7 times. And I promise you, you'll probably uncover some really deep truths that you probably don't even know that you're actually wanting to work towards. It's so powerful. And then on those days where that motivation stops, because motivation isn't something that we've got all the time, you have to create discipline. If you really want to be successful, you have to create discipline. And Amy and Jeanette have showed massive discipline today by going to that boot sale when they didn't want to, showing up, and, you know, look at the outcome of that. And, you know, I've created massive discipline for myself this week with making sure that I've done my DMO every single day, sometimes as a minimum because we've been so busy, but I've made sure that I've done something every single day because I won't let a day go past that I don't. So, and I know I do that because my why is so big and so strong for myself. So really ask yourself now, like, you know, do you know your why? And if you don't, then get journaling on that, because that is something that is going to keep you super, super connected to the reason that you show up every single day. So Ames, I'm going to hand over to you now to do your first tip.
Love that. Absolutely love that. So I've got like obviously a few like steps to share, but I'm not going to be able to share them all just because of time. And I think adding on to like what Millie's just said there about the why, which is so important, guys. I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about like actually communicating with people and talking to people. So obviously you're, you know, we all know that to get customers, we 100% recommend to be a product of the product. We know that, you know, there's a massive difference between just using the products every day and just, you know, buying a Juice Plus product and just using it a little bit here and there. There's a massive difference between that and just, you know, using it every day and taking it every day, rather than actually, you know, being a champion of our products, using more than one product every single day, knowing your knowledge of the products, and, you know, what sets our products apart from everything else, and why is ours so good and so special, why is ours so amazing. So I think that is a massive part, is number one, a product of the product. And then obviously documenting our health journeys. You know, I covered this on the new starters call. This is what we talk about a lot. You know, go on your health journey, whatever that is for you. If it's weight loss, weight gain, your skin, your hair, like whatever it is that your journey is, mental health, and actually documenting that on your social medias every single day through your stories, through your like your actual posts on your wall. Maybe you could create a group, whatever it is that you want to do to document your health journey. And, you know, literally showing to people 8 a.m. I'm having my shake and my capsules, and a little bit later you're having a healthy snack. A little bit later, maybe you're going for a walk or a gym. A little bit later, you're drinking your water or your green tea. A little bit later, you're having your next bit of food, or you're having your uplift, your energy drink. A little bit later, maybe you're having you go to the gym and you have a perform. A little bit later, you're having your dinner. You know, so literally documenting your day and your health journey is really, really important. And then, like, you know, I've been obviously getting all of you newbies to post about your products every single day in this way, and doing like a call to action in different ways, whether it's polls, like a little slider or a little quiz, or putting your little quick buy link up, and doing that in different ways as well every single day. So producing good content is really important. And what I will say is, like, if you haven't already, like, get yourself like a little ring light. They're not very expensive. You can get a little one on Amazon. It's really, really good to like make it look sexy, because you want to make it look attractive. You want to make it look really nice. So even if you just taking like a little bit of time just to put like a little bit of effort into your pictures of your products will make all the difference, because you want people to look at it and go, oh wow, that looks good. Like, that's why I love Perform, because it's really like, it's pink, it's sexy, it looks really nice. Our Amigas, I think, are really sexy, you know, I think they look really nice. So get creative with it and make it look, just think like, you know, make it look sexy, make it look attractive. But like I say, the main thing I want to talk to you about is communication. So I think it's really important to have like a basic outline of a script. Now, obviously, it's important to obviously speak from how you want to speak to people, but it can just really, really help you to have a script as like a bit of a structure, you know, just to give you like a baseline, just to give you a structure to follow to help you. So what I think is really good is, for example, like, that's why it's good to do like these call to actions every day with polls and things like that. And obviously posting, you know, producing really, really good content, because when people are voting on your polls or interacting on your stories, or liking your posts, or you do a Facebook Live, like maybe tomorrow you could do a Facebook Live of, this is how I get over 30 different types of fruits, veg and berries into my bloodstream before 8 a.m, you know, and do like a little Facebook Live of you taking your capsules and your benefits. So when you get people loving and liking and commenting and voting on your polls from, you know, and it all comes from adding new friends, producing that good content and messaging. That's how, you know, getting lots of fresh eyes onto your socials. So you can then obviously message people. So you can say, hello, thank you so much for liking my post, or for voting on my poll, or for loving my live, or for watching my Facebook Live. Were you interested in more info, or were you just showing some support? So that gives them an option to say yes, they'd want more info, and it also gives them an option to politely decline. So like I always say, if they're going to decline, give them the option to do it politely, and this does that. So, and you'll be surprised, you know, I do get people that, you know, they say, yes, I'd love some more information, or they'll say, yeah, no, I'm just supporting. So thank you so much for supporting. I really appreciate it. How's your week going? How's work going? What is it that you do for work? Have you got any health and fitness goals that you're currently working towards? So I'll always ask those sort of questions and just be like a normal, nice human being to people, because you can turn those conversations around, guys. Okay, so that's the first thing, is, you know, messaging your likes, your polls, your comments and stuff like that. So once they've replied, I like to use like a 3-step kind of question process. So question 1 is, you want to then find out what is it that they're looking for. So asking them, what's your health or body goal? Just very simply, what's your health or body goal? So that would be question 1. And you want to, like, obviously you don't want to obviously send this all in one message. You want to break this down. And then question 2 would be, what's your ideal monthly budget? Just so you can get an idea of what their ideal monthly budget is. And if you also add on something like this, which makes all the difference, as I don't want to suggest the most expensive option if that doesn't suit you. So what's your ideal monthly budget? As I don't want to suggest the most expensive option if that doesn't suit you. So that tells them that you're not just gonna, you know, you're not just after their money in a way. You're not just going to recommend them the most expensive package if that's not actually going to suit them or benefit them in the best way. So that kind of helps to like bring their guard down if they, you know, if they are feeling like that. So that works really well. So you kind of then know what is their ideal monthly budget, you know, and they'll give you a figure of whatever it is, you know. So you then know what you're working with. So you know what their health or body goal is. So maybe they want to, I don't know, lose a stone for a wedding, let's just say. And their monthly budget is, maybe they've said like £50, for example. And then the question 3, the next part. So once you know that, what I like to go back with is to give them 3 options of 3 different like products or packages. So option 1, I would go on the budget. So I would figure out what is, you know, the best package for best results for somebody that wants to lose weight for a wedding, for example. Or let's say they want to lose weight and have better hair, skin and nails, and they've said that their budget is £50. So I'd do 1, so I'd give them 3 options. First option is on the budget, or like just below. And then option 3 would be slightly above. Option 2 and 3 would then go slightly above and above. So I send them 3 options, so 3 packages or 3 product options. Option 1 is on the budget or just below. Option 2 is slightly above that. And option 3 is slightly above that more. And what I'm finding is that people are going for the top package, because what they're seeing is, if I give them an option for, I don't know, let's say £50 or just below £50, but then if I then give them an option for I don't know, £70 and then £90, for example, or 50 and then 60 and then £70, what they're seeing is that for like an extra £20 a month, they're getting so much more. So they're seeing that, okay, well, I might as well go with that bigger package because I'm going with that one. So that works quite well. So, and obviously you can, get if you're new to this, or if you want a little bit of help with, maybe you've got someone that's got a specific health or body goal, they've got a budget, you're maybe not 100% sure what to recommend them, then obviously we can help you with that. So that just works really well. So I'll just recap on that. So like a 3-part script, and you can obviously use this as a base. You can obviously add in any bits if you want, or change anything around. But yeah, so obviously this is coming from you producing good content, you being a product of the product, you documenting your health journey, you making your product look sexy, being consistent, and adding new friends every single day is really important. Get those fresh eyes onto your socials. So number 1, what's your health or body goal? Number 2, what's your ideal monthly budget? As I don't want to suggest the most expensive option if that doesn't suit you. And then number 3 would be giving them 3 options. And option 1 would be on the budget or just below. Option 2 is slightly above. Option 3 is slightly above that. And you can obviously, you can rephrase these questions slightly, like I've said, and that can just work really well. And I think this is really important to have like a bit of a system and a script like this to help give you an outline and a system to follow. But I mean, obviously, if someone, I just think it's so important as well, like not to get hung up on the likes or the votes as well, guys, because I'll just say this before I finish. Sometimes people in the team will say to me, oh, I don't get anyone vote my polls. So I won't bother doing polls anymore. I don't get anyone vote on my polls. But the key is with polls is, again, it's consistency with them. And you don't need loads of people to vote on your polls. Remember that. It just takes one person, and it's about that one person at the right time, and for them. So you just never know when you're doing your content every day and you're doing your DMO every day, how your content's going to then hit that person, or that person's going to then need it in that moment. So if you just stop doing polls because you think, oh, no one bothers, or oh, I won't bother doing many stories because I don't get many likes on many views on them, we don't get hung up on all of that, because you just need one person. Remember, you need one person to get one customer. So, and one other thing is, you should really remember to go back through your likes and check them regularly. So go back a few days, because sometimes people like your posts a few days later, or even maybe even a week later. So remember to go back, make it a part of your DMO. So when you're doing your messaging part of your DMO, make it a habit to go back through your posts and just double check any new likes, because they're so easy to miss. Think about it as going through it with a fine comb, you're getting out all the little knots. You're just doing a little fine comb, and you're brushing through, just making sure that you're not missed out on any little bits. So, just remember to keep going back a few days on all of your call to actions and your polls. Make sure you're checking your polls just before they run out, because just before they get to the end of their 24 hours, that's when I would probably have the most interaction. If I get anyone vote on my polls, it's usually usually within the last few hours. It's usually when it's been up there nearly 24 hours. Does that make sense? Yeah. So make sure that you're just checking those. Don't put a poll up and think, oh, it's been up there 12 hours. I've not had anyone like it or anything, vote on it yet. Make sure you keep checking it right up until the end that it disappears. And you can obviously go onto your story archive and check it when it goes as well. So don't get hung up on the likes. And once you've got this script, sort of, those questions, those 3 questions that I said about, you can set up a text replacement on your phone. So you can have question 1, product question 1, product question 2, and then obviously have your different options, sort of ready. So I'm actually going to be putting this all together as a thing for us all anyway. But it would be great for you guys to obviously set this up as a text replacement in your phone, because then again, this is how you make it quicker, easier. You know, you don't have to keep going and finding the messages or typing the messages or copying and pasting. Have a little, does everybody know what a text replacement is? So it's just where you put in like a keyword. So for example, I could just put Q1 and then the message would come up. So it's a really, really great way. So yeah, I hope that helps anyone, like to hopefully that gives you some help and some structure to get some customers this week and the end of this month. I think there's some great points there, and I think taking that along with obviously remembering your why you're doing this, what's your mission statement, how do you want to help people, is really, really amazing. So yeah, really excited, guys. We've got an incredible 2 weeks left of the month. So yeah, let's go get it. Go get those bonuses, guys. Go get those 3 to 5 bonuses. And, you know, if you're going for promotion, go get it. Like, you can absolutely go and smash it. You know, 2 whole weeks left of the month. Go and smash it. And we've seen so much change, like literally even in the last few days of the month. So don't feel like, oh, there's like 2 weeks left. Like, oh, you know, don't feel like you're not close enough, so you're going to give up now. Don't do that, because there's still so much time for you to get your goal this month. So don't give up. Keep your foot fully to the floor, like foot on the gas, pedal to the metal, and keep going right up until it's like midnight on the 31st if you have to. Like, just don't take, you know, it's like if you're going to run and jump out of a plane. If you hesitate when you're about to jump, what's going to happen? Like, it's probably not going to go very well. If you run and you jump out that plane and you're like, I am jumping out of this plane, you are going to go and you're going to have your parachute and you go, and yeah, you're scared, but you make that decision and you do it. There's a difference between doing that or, oh, should I jump? Should I not? And then sort of half going up to the side and then kind of going, but you don't want to. And then you probably hurt and you probably just doesn't go very smoothly. So you've got to make that decision. So that's what I'm saying to you right now. You've got 2 weeks left of the month. Make that decision, make it happen, and just, you know, believe in yourself every single day, guys. So Mills, I think that's pretty much it from me tonight, but I don't know if there's anything else that you want to add to round up the call this evening.
That was amazing, Ames. Like, that was top class training. So thank you so much. I did have a few other tips, but pretty much covering similar things. So obviously, you know, just customer care, looking after your customers. Once you've got them, once they've signed up and said yes to that package, you've got to look after them and turn them into a raving fan. That is something that we need to make sure that we're doing as well. So what's going to happen then? They're going to become like your best team members, or they're going to give you referrals. So some of the things that I love to do when my girls sign up is obviously email them the plan, make it really official, make sure you've sent them something via email so they know that they're signing up for something that's official, get them into your support group. And I think as well, like, ask them some questions. So, you know, what would be the best thing that you could achieve throughout this time on the products? What would be the ultimate goal for you? Asking them what they want to achieve, and ask them like 3 smaller things as well, like that you can measure along the way, because progress equals happiness. And if you're making small steps of progress week by week and month by month with your customers, they're going to feel satisfied and they're going to continue. They're going to be upgraded. They're going to be able to say perhaps yes to the business, yes to information calls, or yes to giving you referrals, or doing an in-home event. You can offer in-home events to all of your customers. They don't have to sign up to the business, but it's a great way to invite them in to see what we do. You can invite them to invite their friends round to their house. You can take your products and do an in-home for them. You know, they don't need to be in the team for you to do that. So again, that is offering them great value, because they're going to try more of your products. They're going to see what's available. And again, it's just going to showcase them to what it is that we do, you know, on the other side of the business, which is the business. So really making sure that you know your customers. So make them your friends, find out about their families, find out about their children, you know, what are their hobbies, what do they do? So, you know, customer care is something that I think I'm going to delve into a little bit deeper on another call, because there's a lot that we can cover with that. But just finally, what I wanted to ask you guys to end the call is, what is the one thing that you're putting off, that you're scared to do? Like, if you think of something, what is the one thing that you're not doing, perhaps on a daily basis, perhaps, you know, I don't know, something that you're not doing, because that is probably the one thing that is going to take you to the next level of success. whether it be picking up the phone and speaking to your customers, whether it is putting on events, whether it is doing in-home meetings, whether it is speaking to your upline more often. What is that one thing that you know that you're not doing now that will take you to the next position, that will get you more customers? Go and do that this week, even if it's really scary. Like Amy said, jump out of that plane, go and take it face on, go and do it. And I promise you, you'll build confidence in yourself, and things will start to, manifest faster for you if you do the things that you don't want to do, that you know that other people are doing to get success in this business. So yeah, don't hesitate or doubt. Love that, Ames. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming on this call this evening. It's been amazing as always. Have an amazing week. Let's do this. Like we said, we're halfway through the month. Anything's possible. Like what I just encourage you to do this evening is just to have a listen to yourself and listen to the words that you're saying. Do you believe in yourself? Are you giving yourself words of encouragement? Are you giving yourself, words of like kindness and love and positivity? Or are you putting yourself down and not giving yourself the reassurance that you need? Because it's got to start from within. Your success in this business starts with you and what you're saying behind the scenes when nobody else is there, when you're talking to yourself. Those little words, are you being kind and positive, or are you being mean and disbelieving? Because I promise you, once you start believing in yourself more, then again, like more things will start to happen. So when you go to bed tonight, have a little listen to that brain of yours and those words that you're saying. Are you saying good positive things to yourself? Give yourself some love and encouragement, and close your eyes and imagine yourself by the end of this month having achieved all of the things that you would love to have achieved. Okay, because you can do it. If you believe it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. So thank you so much for listening this evening. It's been an amazing call. I'm going to upload it just now, so you girls have got this to listen back to if you need to. But thank you so much, Ames. Thanks, Jeanette. Well done for an amazing day. Have a wonderful evening. Let's have a photo quickly. So if anybody's there and you want to put your cameras on, let's have a quick photo. There's Maria. Hello, darling. Nice to see you. If you're there, yes, there she is on a Caribbean island. Right, we've got 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing, girls. Have a great evening. Have a good week. Go smash it, and we'll see you soon.